Hello and good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sunana, and I am doing a love read for the sign of Gemini with regards to their love situation for the month of June 2019. This time, I have been called upon to start with my monthly readings, but I'm starting this with the signs that I'm being called upon and also with their love situation first before I get into the uh, usual zodiac readings, okay, for your energies. Now, having said this, Geminis, your cards are on my table here with regards to your love situation. So I'm going to start off as I do with your significant other Gemini and what is that person doing in the higher self. Interesting. Your beloved, your current love, your spouse, your partner, whoever is in your love zone has the universal blessing with them. And this blessing is helping them to transform this love situation and give birth to it in a completely different way. Okay, not only has this person um, realized the rights and the wrongs in the situation, but at the same time, this person is also transformed because destiny has stepped into their zone and they want to give birth to this love relationship. Definitely, they do want to give birth, but they want to give birth to it in the rightful way, Geminis. Okay? They are not going to take stuff that they had been doing before with you in regards to your love situation, anything that what did not work for them or they knew it was wrong and yet they were kind of supporting you because they were scared of losing you, Geminis. But now that entire ball game has changed, okay? So they have the universe with them. The universal blessing is helping them to transform this love story in the rightful way, okay? And that they are doing by bringing an end to all the situations, external, internal, whatever situation earlier on, they knew had not served their purpose, okay? So they're putting an inevitable end to that situation. Sorry. They are putting an inevitable end to that situation because they are transformed and they are transforming. Their process has changed. Okay. So they want you to know that this love situation going forward will be taken and dealt with in the most honest and clear way. Okay. And that is the reason they are in their higher self. They are looking upwards, okay? They're wanting the sun to rise back in their love life. But at the same time, they also want to put an end to all the garbage, to all the baggage, to all the wrongdoings, to all the dishonest approaches in every respect. That is what they are putting an end to, guys. Okay? Because going forward, they want this to come to them, but they want it very clean, very clear, very honest approach that you need to take with them in order to manifest this beautiful love story, Gemini. Okay? Now, in your higher self, you have three cards, Gemini. This card can be read in two ways. I'll tell you what. The first is you definitely are looking for prosperity, for your love, for your growth, for your fulfillment of wishes, for everything in this love story, no doubt about it. But at the same time, you also have the Three of Cups in here. Now, this Three of Cups is the card which can be told to you in two different ways. One is with your prosperity, with your love, with your fulfillment of wishes, you're looking back to bring back the celebration in your life. Definitely. The other thing could be that somebody has a karmic partner, Gemini, in your love story, and that's you. Okay, a karmic partner, karmic obligation, third party obligation. There is a third party situation with you, Gemini, and that is my understanding, which is what is there in your higher self, and for which you are having to call upon your intuition at the same time. You're looking at yourself in the light, you're looking at yourself in the dark. You're basically deciding what you need to do now because you have realized that the other person is not going to hold on to that dark, dark situation anymore that you had been manifesting for so long, or both of you had joined hands to have manifested that dark situation. So now is the time to come into the light, to know what is right, to know what is wrong for you, Gemini. Okay? So, therefore, you are also doing a self analysis. You're going down in yourself to look at what you are doing right, what you're doing wrong, and what you are doing wrong, how you can correct that into bringing that darkness into your light self. Okay? So, which is a very, very high level of internal work that you are doing, because now you know that in order for you to manifest this love story in the rightful way, you will definitely have to sacrifice something. Okay? And you know that. And that is the reason you know it. And that is the reason you have the Tower card in the reverse as a part of your continuation of your higher self, which you know that going forward, not to um, you cannot waste time anymore. Whatever needs to come to an end in your higher area of your life, which includes your internal, external circumstances, what has not worked for you for so long, or what is going to work for you for going forward, is your two selves in here. Okay, whether you can take the leap of faith, whether you can do this work, whether you have the courage to go ahead, you are doing a self analysis, but at the same time, you know that whatever situation can manifest in your love life will only manifest after you have finished with some of the issues that you know you had been holding on to your higher self for a very long time, guys. Okay, you definitely have a clear cut approach to that as well. You know, you have realized because the other person has realized, the other person, your beloved, your current love, whosoever is sitting in your zone, has realized that it is time to get things into action in the rightful way. Okay, and you also know that now, but at the same time, you also know that for you to do this, as your other partner is doing, you will have to end something, Gemini. And that is what you're working upon, you know, in your higher self area. Please give me a card for the Ten of Swords in the reverse and the Tower in reverse here, please. So both of you are actually working towards creating a new destiny, a new future in your love life, but at the same time, both your approaches is is a little bit different here. And you see you got double confirmation with the Tower in reverse and with your intuitive self in reverse. Okay? So both of you at this point in time, you'll know that y'all will have to call back your intuition to come back into your light. Okay? To come back into the rightful way. From your dark into your lighter, into your light, you know, you will have to sacrifice, both of you, maybe more so with you, Gemini. You will have to sacrifice what has not been working in your zone for a very long time. And you had been sitting with that, Gemini. That was the problem with you guys. Okay, you knew that this is not going to work for you. or you were not happy in that situation, whatever that situation was for you. But at the same time, you did not have the courage to take that leap of faith, and you had been averting the disaster. But now, because of your other person here, that you will not be able to hold on to this tower for too long. Okay? So sooner or later, you will have to end things in your life to go forward in your love journey. Okay? And that is what is your self dark and self light. Okay? That is where, again, you are coming into focus with your energy at this point in time, guys. Okay? And it's very, very important because there is a lot of change that is going on in your higher self area, Gemini, and get ready for this tower to take place, because you cannot keep holding this tower in reverse for way too long. It has to end. It has to go down. It has to crash. Okay? So, whatever needs to go, whatever needs to crash, you have to get prepared for it. This month of June is in your preparation stage for this tower moment, Gemini. So that is what it is. Your heart energy for both of you guys is both of you are the emperor here, okay? Which means you want things in the right direction now, both of you, okay? You are getting into the authority of this relationship. You are wanting to build a structure, a right structure in this relationship. And you are also taking control to manifest this relationship in the rightful direction. The Emperor, guys, is a very, very strong card, because the Emperor is one person, for me, who has the kingdom under his control. Okay? And this man here, the Emperor, what it is that he is representing his empire and his right to rule this relationship here. Okay? He has been watching a long time from now on. He has been doing, but at the same time, with the knowledge, with the vast experiences over time, this man has learned much about what it takes to rule, to establish that power, that authority, and complete order for the benefit of this love relationship. Okay? So there should not be any dishonesty. There should not be any foul games in here. Okay? And this man's ambition is to reach the greater height of success, which both of you, in your heart energy, that's what you're trying to do with your leadership, with your leadership capabilities and your nurturing kindness for one another. This man for me, guys, this man for me represents grit, strength, and force. And that's what both of you guys have in your heart energy in the month of June 2019, because at this point in time, both of y'all want that success, but y'all want the success, especially your beloved, guys. Especially this person in here, a he or a she, doesn't matter. But this person wants this relationship to come back in the rightful way. Okay? No more dishonesty, no more games, no more holding baggages. Both of you come clear, put your coins on the table. This is what I have, and you take it from here. Sorry, that was my phone, guys. Give me a second. Okay? So that is what it is all about. In your soul energy, you have the Five of Wands in the reverse here, guys. Okay, both of you. Which means you're avoiding conflict here, but at the same time, you're respecting your differences here. Because both of you all are differing in some respect. Because one is trying to end something or will be ending something. One is already started to end something. So there is a little bit of a gap in here. Okay, so that is the reason you are avoiding this conflict in a very nice way, but at the same time, you are also learning to share your or respect your differences for one another. Okay, you all are not fighting, you all are not competing, you all are not you know arguing or doing anything which is wrong in your soul, but at the same time, both of you all know that you all are ending and beginning something, so for which you will definitely have to take and respect the differences at the same point in time, because somewhere both of you guys are a little bit trapped in your soul and in your heart at this moment. Okay, so that is the difference you're respecting, the trapped difference. Okay, you're respecting, you're avoiding conflict because you're waiting, both of you, you're waiting for one another to free yourself from whatever is holding you back, to come forward and to take this journey into a new and prosperous beginning, guys. Okay, so that's wonderful. That's a very nice soul energy, guys, because at this point in time, if you all are going to fight over this, you tell this person that what you're doing is wrong, and this person tells you that what you are not doing is wrong, it's not going to help you, guys. Okay, rather you will have to stay put, take things in the right direction, for which you need patience, for which you need justice, for which you need your inner self calling, for which you need your strength. You need everything in the right direction to move forward, to get out of the trapped zone, to start this journey in the rightful way, guys. Okay? Now, in your past energy, Gemini, you have the Chariot in reverse with regards to your love situation, which is telling me that there was a lack of control on your situation. There was a lack of direction in this love journey, and there was a lot of aggression as well. Okay, you wanted to move the chariot forward in the way that you thought it was right for you, Gemini. Okay, without paying attention to any of the other factors here, which was extremely, extremely wrong on your part. You cannot do that, because once you do that, your chariot is not going to roll in the right direction. And that's exactly in the past energy. You had tried to push it with your aggression, with your control, with your grit, but at the same time, you had no direction. There was a lack of direction, there was a lack of control in your movement, and that is why the wheels had not rolled in the rightful way. Okay? And that is the kind of energy in the past. And let me get a past energy clarifier for the chariot in the reverse here, which is why you failed to complete and close the cycle of love in the right way. Because remember, guys, nothing which is right will continue for a long time. You think your determination, your power, your aggression helps things. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't, and that is the reason your love life had not moved in the past, guys. Okay, and that is the reason why today you are at a point where you are going to realize, Gemini, sooner or later, what you had done in the past was a completely wrong thing. Okay, and that is what your counterpart has realized as well. And that is the reason today, in the month of June, you guys are having to go through this motion to end and begin the cycle of love in the rightful direction. Very important, guys, okay? And this you did, Geminis, because you did not hear your call from the universe. And you did not hear your judgment call. You took your judgment in yourself, guys. Okay? You had a lack of self awareness in this. You doubted everything and you loathed everything at the same time while you were trying to push the chariot towards your love situation. And that is why the Chariot had refused to move. I'll take an overall card for this entire thing with your past and your present higher self to know what is happening at this point. Now you have realized that you need to find your middle path, okay, to begin this beautiful journey in the right direction, both of you, as well as talk about it when the time comes and show your action in the right way. Because now you realize what you have done in the past kind of killed the entire process, guys. It killed it. It did not manifest any result, but it kind of emptied out your quarters in love. So, your past and your present higher self, now you know you need to find the middle path to begin the spiritual journey, to start talking about it, to show action, being coming out in the open, being clear, being concise, being honest about your situation. The bottom of the deck here, guys, okay? There is no two ways about it. No two ways about it. You cannot do this. You cannot continue to do this. You know that, Gemini. In your present circumstance, in the physical world, Gemini, you are definitely not feeling happy. There is coldness, there is moodiness, and there is also bad advice with regards to your situation here. Okay? So if you are taking advice from anybody at this point in time, guys, that person is definitely not giving you the right advice. Take care to understand what you need to take and what you do not need to take. Okay? So in your present self, that is the King of Cups in the reverse. Your intellect, there is a disbalance between your intellect and your understanding in the month of June. And which is why you have been doing reckless spending. Your finances are out of proportion. You have been living yourself beyond your means. And you have been showing people your false success story, Gemini. Okay, and you know that. And this is your present current self energy at this point in time, guys. And that is making you feel sad. That is making you feel bad that you have overspent, you have done things to prove yourself. You are kind of realizing, you're waking up to this call, okay? You're realizing that what you have done in the past to show your beloved your story of false success is not yielding you any result. Please give me a clarifier for the King of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, please. And that is making you feel extremely, extremely bad. It's creating a very bad feeling in yourself, you know. You're not happy about what you have done in the past, as well as what you are doing and how your finances are going in the wrong direction. You have been living your means beyond your end. You know, you have not counted your pennies before you did anything, and you wanted to show how rich you were with your false success story to your beloved, while at the same time, your pocket had not supported that story. Okay? So this is where you are standing in your present self energy in the month of June 2019, which is, of course, stopping you from bringing back your 10 of Cups, happiness, as well as your love in your life, guys. Okay? You're not getting anything because you have not been truthful, Gemini. I say this with love. Please don't get me wrong here. But this is what you have been doing for so long, which is why today you have come to the point of knowing where you went wrong and what happened here, Gemini. Okay, it's very, very important, guys. I mean, remember, like I said, anything dishonest can only take you to a certain point in time, but after which dishonesty Dishonesty does not bear good results, and it is bound to kill you. And this is exactly what you are going through at this point. You know, where you lived, your pocket had not given you that strength to show your love what you were showing them, or her, or him. At the same time, you were doing things to prove that you were a very successful person and that you can afford to do that, while you knew that you had no strength to support that kind of financial endeavor for that love story to happen. Okay? Which is why today you're at a point where you're not being able to bring back that compassion. You're not being able to fill your cup with love, to bring all the 10 of cups happiness, because you have done a very, very wrong approach in life with regards to your love situation that needs to get corrected. And the corrected part of the story is starting off in the month of June 2019, guys. Okay? Going forward in your current self energy in the physical 3D, you know you have to come clear. You're coming clean. You're rethinking your approaches, okay? Keeping your deception away. So, what you have is what you have. How you can work with this is what you are thinking now. You're rethinking on your approaches going forward in the month of June 2019, Gemini, because you cannot afford to hold on to many cards. You cannot afford to hold on to that kind of deception that you had been holding on for a very long time, guys. Again, too many cards. Okay, so therefore, you have to come clear, and you're coming clear in your physical world. You're rethinking on your approaches in life to correct the situation, to bring back the warmth in your love, to be the man of justice, commitment, truth, honesty, clarity, the Hierophant. It's a very Taurian energy, but that is what it is. And of course, at the same time, you definitely will have to do a soul searching again. Okay, to come clear, you definitely have to go down to yourself because you're feeling very lonely at this point in time. You have been isolated, okay, from your love situation. And that is what is kind of killing you at this moment. You don't want to bear that. You cannot. You are not being able to hold on to this feeling of being lonely, feeling of being isolated. So you want to bring back everything, come clear in the right direction. Honestly, take an honest approach with the Hierophant to bring back the sun in your life, guys. Okay, three three major arcanas in here. Look at this. Big deal, guys. Three major arcanas in here. Okay, so definitely you will have to call on your sacred knowledge. You have the key to the success, Gemini, but it's up to you how you can take care of this key to use it in the right direction. Please understand this, Gemini. Okay, it's time now. Don't hold on to any more deception. Do things, rethink on your approaches clearly to understand what you need to do to move forward. And there is no indecision on that because the universe is not going to take that indecision anymore. You will have to rethink on your approaches. You will have to do stuff in the right way to bring back that stability, to bring back that sun, to bring back the warmth in your love life, Gemini. Very, very important. Your environment is the Page of Cups in the reverse, guys, which is telling me there is, from your environment, you have emotional immaturity at this point. You're not getting things right, okay? You're still not getting things right. There is emotional immaturity, there is insecurity, and there is also disappointment with whatever is going on, okay? In your environment, you're feeling extremely lonely, you're extremely sad, too many cards. You're doing things, but at the same time, you're not happy about it, okay? Because you know you have done things in the wrong way, Gemini, and let's be very honest about it, okay? And this again, I say with love, there is nothing personal here, but what I see is what I tell you guys. And that is the reason in your environment you're not happy about anything at this moment, because you want to be the Queen of Pentacles and also the Knight of Pentacles, guys. Okay? You definitely want your two things here in your environment, two things here. It's talking to me about your finances, Gemini. Definitely, it's talking to me about your finances here. Your love is related, sorry. Your love is related on your finances too. Remember, everything is correlated, okay? Your emotional self, your romantic self, your financial self, they are all correlated. There could be segments, but everything at the end of the day is tied to your wheel of fortune. So everything is correlated. So there is definitely a financial insecurity here. So that is why you're feeling let down, you're feeling moody, immature, emotional self, okay, disappointment, everything because of this, because of this comfort that you're not getting. Your financial security is out of shape at this moment, okay, and that is what is killing you at the same point in time, guys. And plus, at the same moment, that you're putting in so much of hard work, you're taking responsibility, you're doing your stuff, but you're not getting what you have to get here. Okay, so that's the reason your Page of Cups, you're not being able to really practically move quick in the direction of your love, because you have a financial problem, a financial barrier. Okay, this could be one thing. The second is that the person you love, Gemini, is this Queen of Pentacles. She or he has everything in their zone. Okay? And it's time for you to understand that you need to start working and building this love relationship in order to manifest and go with this person in the rightful way. That could be the other part of the story, which is what is again where you are coming in as the Page of Cups in reverse, guys. Okay? So for you, either way, financially or emotionally or romantically, you will definitely want to achieve this Queen of Pentacles back, to start the offer, to move forward in your zone in the rightful way, to take responsibility and do the hard work in order to manifest this love story in the right direction, guys. Very important from your environment. And that's what your environment is telling you to do now. Okay? Get up, wake up, smell the coffee now. Important. Very, very important, guys, because at this moment, everything is out of sync for you, Gemini, unfortunately. So, in order to bring back things in the right direction for you, guys, you will have to wake up and smell the coffee. You don't have a choice here, okay? Now, your hope and fear is your new feelings, guys, your spirituality and your intuition. You're waking up to that. That's your hope and that's your fear, because you're waking up to that call where your psychic vision is opening up from your subconscious state, okay, to understand what it is that is happening to you. And that's your hope and fear, because you have been jolted quite a lot. You have been jolted here. Okay, so that's where you're waking up to your compassion, to your calm, to your comfort, where you're going to get all those stories from. What is that is going to make you feel happy? Where is that you're going to find your strength, your comfort, everything, everything. That's what you're waking up to. That's your hope and that's your fear, with the Knight of Swords as well, which is telling you to take action. Okay, it could be a little bit impulsive action, but action to defend your wrong beliefs that you had been holding on to previously. Now, your hope and your fear is your challenge in here. These three cards over here is definitely a big time challenge for you, Gemini. Okay, and that's your hope and that's your fear, whether you will be able to do this in the right direction, because right now you feel you don't have any direction. Okay, and you're kind of disregarding the consequences. There is a bit of unpredictability in your zone. You want to move forward, you want to do everything at the same point in time, but again, your hope and fear is that you're waking up to the call of spirituality. Your psychic vision is opening up. You are finding all the stories are coming together, and it's kind of very overwhelming for you. That's the word I was looking for. It's kind of overwhelming you because you had not seen this coming, guys. Okay? It's kind of pushed you, moved you to understand that life works not with deception, manipulation, dishonesty, but that life works with your courage, with honesty, clarity, truth, and justice, guys. Okay? And that's your hope, that's your fear, that you should be able to do things in the right direction moving forward without being reckless, without being impulsive, taking the right call of action to fill back, to bring back everything that you so truly deserve, Geminis. Okay? In your outcome is the devil, Mr. Capricorn. Okay? And which is telling me that you're holding on to this story. You're holding on to this. Okay, guys? You definitely want to bring everything back in the right order. So you are taking control of yourself in the right way. You are entrapped at this moment. You have emptiness, you have lack of fulfillment in your life. But also, you are a slave to your material world as well. And you want to indulge in luxurious living. You want everything better, best for yourself in your life, in your zone, everything that you are bringing back in your world at this point in time, Gemini. Okay, which is why you're also feeling a bit overwhelmed as to what you need to give up and what you need to keep. Okay, but at the same time, you're controlling your love life too. Not in the way that you have done previously, but in the way that you feel you cannot let this love vanish because of other stuff that is working and not working in your zone anymore. Okay? The kind of life you have been living before had not given you any result, guys. It had been taking you down a rabbit hole, and you know that. Okay? But again, you have that feeling of not having any form of control over your actions or your urges. You want it all, guys. Okay? You want to have the love, you want to have the opulence, you want everything back in your zone, everything. Your pleasures, your substances, you know. But again, that feeling is kind of giving you powerlessness and entrapment because you are becoming entrapped in the material world where you are not being able to manifest your love in the right direction, guys. Okay? So now is the choice with your higher self. You see the light and the dark, what you want, what you don't want. Okay? And that's making you feel restless. This devil energy in the world in this at this moment, where you want control of everything. You want your love, you want your opulence, you want your money, you want your energy, you want everything to manifest, but at the same time that there are certain situations you're not being completely able to leave totally, to sacrifice, and that's why the tower is in the reverse. Okay, in order for you to get rid of this energy, and that is kind of making you feel restless and insecure because you know the feeling that sooner or later, guys, you will have to take Mr. Devil out of your zone. If you want, you cannot have everything in life. There is no gain without pain. If you want gain, you have to have some pain. Pain would be in the form of sacrifice. Pain would be in the form of freeing yourself. You have to let go of certain situations, of certain bad things, certain bad elements, to sacrifice and bring yourself back to take that leap of faith in order for you to understand that love is the most essential factor. Too many cards. Love is the most essential factor in life, guys. And if you want to manifest love for your happiness, in return for your material world, you will have to get rid of certain things in life. You have to have the tower moment, guys. Okay, and that's making you feel restless because you are in that state where you know this is coming. You cannot hold on to both the boats at the same time. You will have to finally drown one of the boat in order to get back yourself in the right boat, guys. Okay, and that's where you're holding your energy till the end of June here. You're fighting with that energy, okay? But also at the same time, you're not letting this love go out of your zone. You're controlling that. You're trying to control everything right now, okay? And at the same time, you want victory at any cost, guys. You want victory at any cost, okay? That's what I told you. You're trying to control everything to bring back that victory at any cost. The Five of Swords here. Look here. Okay, the Five of Swords, which is telling me, again, you want to bring back everything in your zone, guys, but you are still holding on because you are still not giving it a tower moment and universe will not give it to you unless you put an end to certain things in your life. Okay? But you are not doing that. This month end, you're still holding on to the devil energy that is making you feel restless, making you feel bad, but at the same time, you're doing that because you have that unbridled ambition. You have to win it at any cost. Again, aggressiveness, guys, which you did in the past. You're still doing it, Gemini. Okay, that aggressive behavior. But please know, my guidance to you would be this, guys. Continue doing this, but again, you have no strength to control this issue. Universe is not giving you that control issue. You think you have it all, but you don't. In reality, you will not have the power to control all this that you are trying to do in your world, guys. You cannot, okay? And there, you have to let go of certain things before the bottom of the deck to find back your strength. Give it a tower moment, Gemini. It's easy said than done, I know, but that is what my guidance would be to you. And once you can do this, leave your baggage, leave your sorrow, leave your all that purging behind, all the grief, whatever has not happened, to pick up the two cups at the back of you, to move forward. That's where everything is going to flow back to your zone, Gemini. Or else you will be going around in the vicious circle of the devil again. Okay, so with this, I end my video. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. Namaste. Khuda Hafiz. And see you soon again.